gentlemen, for talking trash. Yeah, listen to how regular men talk about sports. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, boxing, MMA. We're gonna cover it all. So get ready, cause we're about to talk some trash.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your man DU. It's your man DU. And it's another Sunday of Talking Trash. I am so happy, so ecstatic to be here with you again today on another Sunday. But before we even get into it, remember, you can purchase our merchandise at Pulsar-Entertainment LLC.mybigcommerce.com. Pulsar-Entertainment LLC.mybigcommerce.com. Also, follow us on Twitter, right? Follow us on Twitter at TalkingTrash_DU. Also, join our Facebook group, Talking Trash. Join our Facebook group, Talking Trash. And I mean, it gets real interesting. And go to our website, Pulsar-Entertainment.com. You know, everything, this is Talking Trash, but everything is powered by Pulsar Entertainment. Pulsar Entertainment. Everything's powered by Pulsar Entertainment. Yeah, so let's get into it. You know what I want to talk about, right? I want to talk about Kyrie Irving. I need to talk about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie, for a content creator, he's the gift that keeps giving. Exceptional ball player, intelligent young man. Yes, he doesn't lack for intelligence. But it was reported that Kyrie Irving is at an impasse in negotiations with the Brooklyn Nets organization. Kyrie wants an extension. I believe next season, to start of next season, he's on the hook. He got $36 million on the hook, right? $36 million. So he wants an extension. But the Brooklyn Nets doesn't want to give him an extension without certain clauses. And I'm just going to assume one of those clauses is, you got to bring your ass to work. You got to be on the ball court, my brother. You got to take that exceptional game and display that exceptional game that Kyrie Irving has on the Barclays court. So, it is said that Kyrie doesn't agree with that. He wants the contract that would have been offered to him if he was the type of individual that comes to work. You know, most of the American population that doesn't come to work gets fired. They don't get a raise. Right? Most of the American population. So, Kyrie is still going to come to work. I mean, it's still, without coming to work, it's still going to get a raise. But that raise has certain clauses. So now he's upset and he's like, yo, if it can't be worked out, here's a list of teams that I would like to go to. Man, oh man. Let me start with the first one. The first one is the New York Knicks. I'm going to say this. Let me get closer. Yeah. Let me get closer. Kyrie. I've been a Knicks fan. Since around 1973. 1973. I was 6 years old. And never did I not want someone with your level of talent to be part of the Knicks. And yeah, I get it. You probably put the Knicks down to get leverage, right? Because if you really wanted to go to the Knicks, you would have went there first go around. And you probably thought about it like, hey, I'm home. I'm close to family. I would love to stay in New York. New York, right? New York is where it's at. Especially since I'm close to family. He has a great, marvelous relationship with his dad. So I'm sure he wants to be close to home. So he said the Knicks. And my plea to the Knicks is please don't sign this man. Please don't bring this talented ball player to this team. It would be like when we brought Carmelo and had to gut our team. Don't gut this team for Kyrie Irving. Don't get rid of IQ. Don't get rid of Obi. Don't get rid of Deuce McBride. Don't get rid of RJ Barrett for this guy that is not coming to work. You know what they say? The best ability is availability. And he's never available. The other team on his wish list is the Clippers. I think that's perfect for him. That's perfect for Kyrie. The Clippers, he never has to worry about coming to work. Because they have another player that doesn't come to work, and that's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, another exceptional talent, but someone that doesn't come to work. But when you think about the talent that's on that team, man, if they could keep Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and somehow acquire Kyrie Irving, oh man, we talking about a heck of a team, buddy. Are we talking about a heck of a team? Yes, we are. The other team on the list, Los Angeles Lakers. I shouldn't even have to talk about that. I know LeBron is sitting in this chair, somewhat like this, and saying to himself, I know this black man ain't serious. LeBron is sitting in his chair at home, and his multiple $1 million mansion, and he's like, Bronny, would you look at this? Would you look at this, Bronny? We had a great thing going on in Cleveland. But this guy wanted to run from me. And now he wants to play with me again? Come on, man. I think LeBron James would curse the whole Bucks family out if they allow that to happen. I don't think LeBron is co-signing that. Not at all. Then it's Philly. That's not happening. Let's get that out the picture, right? Harden ran from this kid. And B, they would have to give up too much to get Kyrie, right? So let's cut that out. The Heat. Another good team for Kyrie. Talent-wise. But I don't think it's a good fit because the Heat are too disciplined. The Heat are too disciplined. And then the last team, the Mavericks. Besides the Clippers, another perfect fit. Because if the Mavericks happen for any reason to lose Jalen Brunson, Kyrie's a perfect option. Matter of fact, a better option. I would take Kyrie. Man, I would take Kyrie 70 times. 70 to 75 times over Jalen Brunson. The talent level is nowhere near close. Nowhere near. Jalen Brunson's a heck of a player, but but when you talk talent level, Kyrie is up here. And you pairing someone that's soon to be an NBA, like he's on that path to be an NBA great. One of the greatest. Luka Doncic with Kyrie Irving. You're going to get a chance. Kyrie got a chance. Man, listen. He got a chance. He played with one of the greatest, LeBron James. Playing with another great, Kevin Durant. And then if he happens to get traded to the Mavericks, sent to the Mavericks, him playing with Luka Doncic, the Mavericks could give up Tim Hardaway Jr. The Mavericks could get up, Finney Smith, whatever his name, Finney Smith, yeah, something like that, right? Smith Finney, whatever. The Mavericks could give up a number of players because it's all about having Luka Doncic. So now if you got Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, that's your team out there in Dallas. And they just picked up Christian Wood. Listen, boy. These cats is they would be ready. They would be on ready for sure. But with that being said, with this talk going on with Kyrie, if I'm Durant, man, I'm skating, bro. I'm skating. I'm like, yo, you convinced me to come here. Kyrie convinced Durant to come to Brooklyn. We know this. That's his man. But his man is selfish. He convinced him. And now he's like, yo, I got to look out for myself. Durant, Kev. This is not Kyrie's first rodeo at getting an extension, being a free agent. Come on, bro. You make money in this game. Got one of the hottest selling sneakers. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You lost your sneaker contract, right? It's not going to, Nike's like, because you don't come to work, man. When he get older, he's going to look back at some of the decisions he made and be like, yo, I messed that up. I made a mistake. A number of mistakes. But if I'm Durant, yo, man, I'm skating, man. Yo, I want to go to Phoenix. Get me over there with Devin Booker and Chris Paul. And we're going to compete for this chip out here in the West. Golden State, look out. Clippers, look out. Right? Now, with that being said, Kyrie Irving, I still wish you the best. Right? Just don't come to the Knicks. Look, let me briefly. I don't even want to discuss this, though. I don't know what type of freak, you know what I'm saying, freaky, deaky mess he's on. But Deshaun Watson has settled 20 out of 24 cases. 20 out of 24. Settled 20. Listen. Don't tell me he didn't do nothing. Don't tell me that there's 24 women that's trying to do him dirty. 24? They said the other 4, they willing to go to court. But he settled 20. He's getting ready to meet with 20. I mean, he's getting ready to meet with the NFL on Monday. Is he going to get suspended or not? Will he play this season? This is why Cleveland didn't want to let Baker Mayfield go. They crapping on Baker Mayfield. Yes, they're crapping on him. But this is why they didn't want to let him go. They know Deshaun Watson is look, this is crazy. They know he's a superior talent. So they sat in the room and they said, yo, look, we know Deshaun did some freaky deakiness, right? We know this. But he's too talented to pass up. We know Baker is not on his level. We're going to bring in some other quarterbacks as well, and we're not going to get rid of Baker just yet. Maybe Deshaun gets past this, or maybe he gets suspended for the year. We bring his supremely talented ass into this organization the following year, and we compete for a chip. And we get rid of Baker. This is a dirty game we're talking about with the NFL. They know this cat They know this cat is dirty. He just settled 20 out of 24 cases. He probably might look. I don't know what's going to happen, but if I'm making a bet, I'm betting on him getting suspended for the whole season. Settling 20 out of 24 is not a good look, for the NFL. Whatever Roger Goodell think their image is, whatever the NFL think their image is, it's not a good look for them, right? Especially not in these days and times. Like, certain players got away with stuff, right? And was able to get suspended and return. Yo, not in 2022, my G. Not in 2022. So now we have this freak nasty individual on a team just based around his talent. Deshaun Watson is an incredible talent. The man is a gifted NFL quarterback. You tell me what you think is going to happen to Deshaun Watson on Monday. Roger Goodell is going to lay the hammer down or what? Is he playing or is he going on a vacation? Is he staying or are you going on a vacation? Let me know. Now, what I really want to get to, what I really want to talk about, right, is the NBA draft. The NBA draft, man. Now, Paolo Banchero was the first pick. I thought he was the first pick all along. But I was hearing so many birds chirping that, hey, he's not going to be the first pick. It's either going to be Jabari Smith or Chet Holmgren. And I was like, okay, the experts definitely know better than me. But I thought Paolo was the first pick, man. I don't see how they don't think. The kid is 6'10", 250. He can put the ball on the floor. He got court vision. He can pass. He can score. He got the whole package, right? But now they were saying it's going to be Chet or Jabari. So I thought it was going to be Chet. So I picked Chet to go 1. But instead, Paolo went 1 to the Magic. I'm going to run it down. I'm going to run it down for y'all. The Thunder, of course, picked Chet Holmgren as 2nd. The Rockets picked Jabari Smith out of Auburn. The Kings. Now this, I was surprised at. Because here's the thing. We get into the Kings. The Kings the Knicks wanted Jaden Ivey. The Knicks are at 11. They want to move up to 4 to get Jaden Ivey. What the hell? What's the Knicks thinking? First of all, if I'm Detroit Pistons, if I was the Detroit Pistons, I'm working out a deal with the Sacramento Kings because I know they got off night and I know they got De'Aaron Fox. And I'm saying, yo, let's work out a deal because I'm trying to get Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham in the same backcourt. Listen to me. Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Say it with me. Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey in the same backcourt? My G. This is... Let me keep going. But anyway, Sacramento noted. They loaded at the guard spot. They picked Keegan Murray. Good pick for them. Good pick for them. It's somebody that they could put on the wing that if he develops the right way, he's going to turn into a future bucket, right? Keegan Murray out of Iowa. Then here comes number 5. I was like, yo, look, if the Pistons don't get Jaden Ivey, then Benedict Mathurin would be a good choice too. Because you're talking about Cade Cunningham and Benedict Mathurin. But the Pistons are not stupid. They picked Jaden Ivey with the quickness. And then you're hearing the Knicks is still trying to hustle up a deal for this cat. Man, stop, man. Stop. So the Pacers then picked Benedict Mathurin at number 6 out of Arizona. Great pick. The Blazers picked Shaedon Sharpe. Oh, yo, let me say this. Anthony Simons, who won the dunk contest a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, right? He is a restricted free agent. The Blazers just picked up Jeremy Grant from the Pistons, right? You got Damon Lillard. I'm going to say Dame Dash, right? Yo, and they just drafted Shaedon Sharpe. I got into a discussion on Twitter about, look, he's a restricted free agent. He's making like $3 million a year. The Knicks are clearing cap space for about $25 million a year to go after either Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is the strong target, or I don't know why this is happening. DeJounte Murray, right? Now, I mentioned, hey, the Knicks could get Anthony Simons, who's definitely a talent, for about anywhere between 15 to 18 million a year. 15 to 18 million a year. Not 25, not 20, right? 15 to 18 million a year. They get him at 18 million a year for 4 years. That's 72. That's 72 mil, right? You're not spending 100 mil. Because I don't think, because to be a restricted free agent, somebody offers you a bag. The Blazers got to match it. So they offer him 18. The Blazers match it. We're like, okay, we're going to offer you 20, 22. You still, and you offer him 4 years, you're still not paying him 100 million a year. You give him 2022, Anthony Simons. And the Knicks should stay young. Stay with that young core. Could you picture Anthony Simons in the backcourt with R.J. Barrett, with Obi Toppin? Oh, right? Talk to me. Mitch Robinson. Young core, right? Okay. Had some people tell me it's a pipe dream. You know why it's a pipe dream? Because Knicks fans are stuck on Jalen Brunson. Knicks fans are stuck on DeJounte Murray. Most times, the people that we want, we don't get. Remember, we wanted Zion? Where's Zion at? Holla at me. We wanted Ivy. Where's Ivy? We wanted Dyson Daniels. Where's Dyson Daniels? We wanted LeBron. Where's LeBron? We wanted Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They went across the bridge. Stop it. Okay, let me read the rest of the draft, man. Look. The Pelicans took Dyson Daniels at 8. The Spurs took Jeremy Sohan Didn't understand that pick, but it's the Spurs. They know what they're doing. Wizards drafted Johnny Davis at 10. The Knicks drafted Usman Dieng at 11, traded him to OKC. Then the Thunder drafted Jalen Williams. Now, when the Knicks drafted Usman Dieng, they got a whole bunch of picks. And when we got to number 13, that pick, the Hornets picked Jalen Duren, was the Knicks pick. I picked the Knicks to pick Jalen Duren. The Knicks immediately traded him. Guess they wasn't high on him. I hope he doesn't turn into an all-star, and we regret it. But they traded Jalen Duren in a 3-team trade, and he wound up in Detroit with who? Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. I digress. All right. At 14, the Cavaliers pick Ochai Agbaji out of Kansas. Hornets 15, Mark Williams, the 7-footer out of Duke. Hawks at 16 drafted AJ Griffin out of Duke. Rockets draft Tari Eason out of LSU. The Bulls drafted Dalen Terry out of Arizona. The Timberwolves drafted Jake LaRavia out of Wake Forest, traded him to Memphis. At 20, the Spurs drafted. The Spurs had a decent draft, man. They had a decent draft. They drafted Malachi Branham. He dropped lower than expected at 20 out of Ohio State. The Nuggets drafted Christian Braun out of Kansas. At 22, the Grizzlies drafted Walker Kessler out of Auburn. Then he got traded to Minnesota. The Sixers at 23 drafted David Roddy out of Colorado. Then he got traded to Memphis. Memphis know what they're doing. David Roddy, he was good in the combine. The Bucks drafted Marjon Beauchamp out of the G League at 24. Good pick. 25, the Spurs drafted Blake Wesley out of Notre Dame. 26, the Mavericks got a good pick. I watched this kid, Wendell Moore Jr. He's good out of Duke. But I said the Mavericks got a good pick, but they traded him to Minnesota. So Minnesota got a good pick, right? He drafted Nikola Jovic from overseas. The Warriors, 28, drafted Patrick Baldwin Jr. 29, the Grizzlies drafted Ty Washington. His stock dropped like way low. He was predicted to be a lottery pick. Like the whole year, they had the Knicks pick Ty Washington at 11, 10, or whatever, wherever the Knicks was going to land at. But this kid dropped all the way to 29. 30, the Thunder drafted Peyton Watson. This kid averaged 9 points for UCLA. They must see something in him. But then he got traded to Denver. For him to get drafted in the first round, averaging 9 points, that says something. So, okay, now I'm going to read the second round real quick. The Pacers at 31 drafted Andrew Nembhard out of Gonzaga. 32, the Magic drafted Caleb Houston out of Michigan. 33, the Raptors drafted Christian Koloko out of Arizona. 34, the Thunder drafted Jalen Williams out of Arkansas. 35, the Lakers drafted Max Christie, Michigan State. 36, the Blazers drafted Gabriel Procida. I don't know who the heck that is, but he's from overseas. But they traded him to Detroit. All right, Detroit had a pretty decent night as far as the NBA draft went. 37, Kings draft Jaden Hardy out of G League, then traded him to Dallas. Spurs drafted Kennedy Chandler, then traded him to Memphis. Okay, Spurs is doing a lot of trading. Cavaliers drafted Khalifa Diop at 39. The Timberwolves drafted Bryce McGowan out of Nebraska, then traded him to Charlotte. EJ Liddell went where he was supposed to go, from Ohio State. The Pelicans drafted him 41. They got a good pick. The Knicks at 42 drafted Trevor Kills, Duke. Trevor Kills, with all the talk about what the Knicks did in the first round, Trevor Kills is going to go virtually unnoticed. And I'll guarantee you, watch, he's going to do work. Nobody's paying attention to him. This kid got a lot of dog in him. I like Trevor Kills. You know, the Knicks made a good pick. 6'4", 6'5", about 225. Big kid, right? 43. Clippers drafted Musa Dubate out of Michigan. 44. The Hawks drafted Ryan Rollins. They traded him to Golden State. Golden State got a good player right there at 44. The Hornets drafted Josh Minot, 45. Then traded him to Minnesota. And 46. Pistons drafted Ismail Kamagati out of Paris. Then traded him to Denver. Grizzlies drafted Vince Williams Jr. out of VCU, number 40 at 47. 48, Timberwolves drafted Kendall Brown out of Baylor and traded him to Indiana. 48, Cavaliers drafted Isaiah Mobley at 49. 50, Timberwolves drafted Mateo Spagnola. 51, Warriors drafted Tyrese Martin, traded to Atlanta. 52, the Pelicans drafted Carlo Markovic out of Mega Mozart. I don't know who the heck that is. 53, the Celtics drafted J.D. Davison out of Alabama. 54, the Wizards drafted Yannick Nasosa. 55, the Warriors drafted Guy Santos. 56, the Cavaliers drafted Luke Travers. 57, the Blazers drafted Jabari Walker. 58, the last pick in the draft, the Pacers drafted Hugo Benson from the New Zealand Breakers. It was an incredible draft night. I'm waiting to see who becomes Rookie of the Year. And on that note, it's your man DU. It's your man DU. And you know when you see this, I'm out. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace.